The Kalapani region is one of the border disputed areas between Nepal and India, and both of the countries have been claiming the ownership of this region. But ever wondered why this region became a disputed area and caused such a conflict in the first place? Well, hello and namaste, and welcome to Itihas, where we talk about people of the past and interesting historical events. Do subscribe to our channel to join us in this journey as we unravel the pages of history. Today we are talking about 10 silly mistakes that was done over the Kalapani region, so stay tuned. In number 1 we have the British increased their activity in the Kalapani region since 1860s. After the formation of the Naya Muluk, after annexation of Western Tarai in Nepal, India was under direct control of British. They started to use the route through Kalapani under the permission of Bamshaha. British, after getting full control over India, seemed to be interested in encroachments of others' land in their colonial territories. Similar is what happened in the Kalapani region. They manipulated the map of that region, showing Kalapani as the origin of the Kali River instead of Limpiadhara. They did not take any permission from the government of Nepal. Well, Nepal should have objected at that time, but unfortunately it didn't, and this is why things got worse. In number 2 we have Indian army posts at Kalapani were not removed at the meantime. After the wake of the Sino-Indian War, which was a war between India and China, in 1952, 18 Indian posts were established on the northern border of Nepal. All posts were removed, but the posts near the Tinker region was transferred to Kalapani region. King Mahendra should have solved that problem at that meantime, but he didn't, and things got even more worse. In number 3 we have official map of Nepal presented during the membership of the United Nations in 1955. When Nepal took the membership of the United Nations in 1955, December 14, it presented its map without any official survey, which did not include the Limpiadhara region. Only Kalapani was included, claiming that region to be disputed one. Well, that may be due to the absence of well-trained technical professionals in Nepal at that time, but it does not mean that the disputed region cannot be returned. In number 4 we have Nepalese government did not give continuous pressure on the Kalapani dispute. Due to the continuous rise and fall of the Nepalese politics, Nepalese political leaders directly or indirectly were controlled by the Indian government. Though Nepali public had raised continuous voices against it, leaders of the nation did not focus on these regions. This is due to the political instability in Nepal. In different times, Bahadur Singh Yatwal, Prem Singh Dhami, Madan Bhandari made Limpiadhara Limpu encroachment by India a national issue. The joint report by Purushottam Regmi from the Home Ministry and Hari Prasad Khatri from the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, with letters to UN on behalf of the Nepali people, including Hiranyalal Shrestha and many others, have been continuously opposing Indian encroachments. But no one seemed to care. In number 5 we have Nepal-China Treaty of 1961. In the visit of China by King Mahendra, he had a border treaty with China. The Nepal-China Border Agreement Treaty of 1961 has marked number 1 pillar at the junction of Lipu, Tinker and Karnali watersheds, which gave inspiration to India to push cartographically the Nepal's border a few kilometers eastwards from Lipu Lake by also considering the Lipu stream course as the border line as per river signs, whereas Tri-Country border point actually lies at Limpiadhara, 53 kilometers west of Lipu Lake. This was due to the consideration of those regions as disputed one. But India attempted to take out Lipu Lake and almost 70% area of Lipu watershed from the Nepal after the defeat in the war with China in 1962. Later, Nepalese had demanded to the government that the Zeroth border pillar station should be established at the Limpiadhara region, but well, the government didn't seem to care. In number 6 we have Nepal never prepared map by its own. In the history of Nepal, Nepal never prepared a map of its own. Instead, it used maps issued by the British and Indian governments as its official map. After 2015, the map which Nepal published officially was also provided by India. In number 7 we have, after 1962, Nepal used to show the Kalapani region as the disputed zone instead of claiming its land. Well, the Nepalese government till 2020 was claiming that the Kalapani region from the time of King Mahendra. It must have cleared all disputes within time after India got its independence, but, well, it didn't work out that way. In number 8 we have lack of sufficient objection from the Nepalese government over the Kalapani road construction during its initiation phase. The road construction project through Kalapani region was started in 2008-80, but the government of Nepal did not take any bigger action over it. Many Nepalese went to the Kalapani to protest. A large-scale protest was made on social media, but no one seemed to notice. But the newly formed government did not show much interest either. However, after India and China agreed to open the Lipulekh Pass in 1996, an objection was made from the Nepalese government. China did listen to the Nepalese proposal, but India didn't seem to care. In number 9 we have Nepal did not put direct objection on official survey of 2005. A Nepal-India Joint Technical Committee was formed in 1981 to survey the border areas. While the committee was working, some border issues were being resolved and problems were seen in some places. In 1997, it was agreed to resolve the problem at the political level and to negotiate for it. India has acknowledged Kalapani and Susta as unresolved issues. According to the bilateral dialogue, the Nepali survey team reached Kalapani area in 2005, but as per the agreement, the Indian team did not come for the survey. At that time, the Nepali team did not wait for a long time for the Indian colleagues of the Joint Technical Committee to go alone, but they had reached the Kalapani area. The Indian troops did not allow the Nepali team to move forward. The Nepali team could not enter Kalapani, said a study prepared by the government. No matter how much we talk about it, it is above us. We cannot let it go because of the order from above. The answer came from the Indian army stationed in Kalapani. Our survey team returned without reaching Kalapani. Ultimately, this committee was dissolved. In number 10 we have numerous maps prepared by the British without Nepalese consult. After the formation of the Naya Muluk of Nepal, British began to encroach border to the east in different times. However, people of those regions continue to be Nepalese. It clearly seems that the origin of Kali River had been shifted by the British many times. In map of 1856, Limpiadhura was claimed a border between Nepal and India. However, the British in 1860s shifted their military base to Kalapani, closer to the source of the river Kali. Up to 1911, the Gazette of the Almora district tried to claim that Lipulekh was the Kali River origin, but it also stated that the main origin of Kali River is Limpiadhura. Well, that is all for 10 silly mistakes because of which the Kalapani region has become disputed. Thank you for watching this video. Do subscribe to our channel and stay tuned for more videos.